Hey, I'm Chris from Punchline, and these are our first concert experience stories. The first proper concert that I can remember going to was Bad Religion and Descendants at, I believe it was at Metropole in Pittsburgh, which no longer exists, but it was awesome, man. I also think Goldfinger was on that show, but it was cool that I never went to like a pop concert when I was a kid or anything. My first shows were punk rock shows. So yeah, I think it was Bad Religion, Descendants, and Goldfinger at Metropole.
I'd love to see that show today.
Yeah, I'd love it too.
I'm Corey, and I have a couple funny stories actually. Apparently my first show ever was I was still in my mom's tummy, and she took me to see James Taylor. So I say that's actually my first show. I loved it. But as far as shows that led me to playing music, there used to be a place right in my hometown called AMC. And surprisingly enough, Punchline is a band that I used to go see all the time. And it was just a cool small spot that semi-regional touring bands would come through. I saw some bands that ended up really blowing up there. And that kind of opened my eyes to be I can start a band and play at AMC. And that's kind of the whole reason why I started doing that. So not really one show in particular that pops out. But just the local venue shows every weekend. I didn't even care what show it was. I just went because I knew there was a show, and they were all great.
Nice. Yeah. Yo, one of the first shows that I went to was Weezer on the Pinkerton tour, and I don't know why, but I took an orange with me, and I had drawn the Weezer logo on it, and I snuck it into the show. I guess. I mean, I don't know if I was hiding it, but I, had it in my coat. It was cold, winter time. I couldn't tell you why I did this, but when Weezer came on, I took that orange, I threw it on the stage for absolutely no reason. Nobody said anything about it. I don't think they saw it, but that's my story.
Hey, I'm Trevor from Punchline, and one of the first concerts I really remember was going to the Warped Tour, and we were going to see we were going to see Pennywise, and my friend Regina and I were all the way up front, and we had met the band at the merch booth kind of before the show. We were beating down, sun just killing us, sweat, everything, right up against the gate, and when they were going into their last song, they were like, hey, we want to pull some people up on stage, and we're like, guys, you just saw us, and they're like, come on up. And so they brought me and my friend up on stage, and we sang Stand By Me with Pennywise for my first Warped Tour. R.I.P.